an important element as well. Trusting Allah's religion, trusting Allah's promise. Look, if you want to work for da'wah, good. But if you don't have this trust, please, take a side. Keep yourself aside. Don't involve yourself in da'wah. Because the first important thing in da'wah is that you trust the promise of Allah. Look, let's see. The attitude of the Prophet ﷺ in Mecca. Now this hadith, I'm going to mention it to you. It's in Arabic. I'm going to give it a quick translation. How much time I still have? 1 more hour? Please, when you are bored, raise your hand and say, stop, that's enough. I don't mind, really I don't mind, wallahi. But you know what? I know that you're not going to do it. طيب. Sorry? Oh, that's another case then. Okay. At the early da'wah, prophethood of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, your Muslim used to be weak. But the Prophet ﷺ, the Prophet used to be significant in his trust. And who else? Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiallahu anhu. You know what, Abu Jahl? Sometimes I'd like to give you stories. You like them, and it's important. You know, Abu Jahl used to be a very arrogant person, fully package of arrogance. You know, full package of arrogance. He used to be a full package of arrogance. One day, the Prophet was performing the prayer, and this is also very important. The Prophet used to be always performing the prayer in the midst of Al-Kaaba, beside Al-Kaaba. It's not easy. It's not easy for you to go to Makati and perform a prayer in a public place. Abu Jahl passed by him and said to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, do you have any news today? Any news? Any news, Muhammad? He's mocking him, ridiculing him. Then the Prophet Muhammad said, yes, there is some news. He said, what? He said, I was taken to Jerusalem this night. He said, and you got back tonight? He said, yes. He said, Muhammad, don't forget, you told me this. Wait, I'm going to go somewhere and I come back. And if I ask you to repeat what I ask you now, will you promise to repeat what you said to me? He said, yes, I'm going to repeat it. Thank you, Muhammad. He started to bring all the tribes in Mecca, collect them, gather them. Come, listen to what Muhammad has this night. He has some really interesting news for you. What is it? He'll tell you later. You just come to me. Come. Muhammad is in the house of Mecca now. Come. He gathered them all. Now he called Muhammad. Muhammad, can you repeat to me what you told me about something happened today with you? He said, yes. I was taken to Jerusalem and people were shocked. What? And you're here tonight? You know how long it takes to go to Jerusalem, Bayt al-Maqdis? It's almost 1 month, if not 2 months. And you came tonight? He said, yes, Allah did it to me. Don't forget that the Prophet Muhammad used to be called As-Sadiqul Ameen. His enemies used to be calling him the trustworthy, the truthful one. Then they said, all right, Muhammad, describe to us what you saw there. We know that place, we've been there. Muhammad ﷺ said, this was the most critical demand and question. I don't remember, it was night time. And I went there and I come back immediately. In that critical moment, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala displayed for the Prophet Muhammad something similar of what you see now. At the wall of Abu Talib, he started to describe to them what they want to know, everything. They put their hands over their heads and they said, as for the description, it is 100% perfect. But as for believing him, we don't know. I believe him in every revelation he receives from heaven. Yes, I believe him. And that's why he was described to be as-Siddiq. He believed in the Prophet. In the time the Prophet was asked, who's with you? He said, I have two persons who believed in me. One is a free man and the other one is a slave man. Ma'i hurrun wa abd. Free one and a slave one. And he meant by that Abu Bakr and Bilal radiallahu anhu. First thing is to trust the merchandise you have. I used to be surrounded by 10 priests. And I say to them, look, you stay here with me for one month. Wallahi. Ask me any question you know. As for me personally, I'm a sinner person. But ask me about my religion. I challenge you to find any mistake in my religion. Wallahi. Trust in this da'wah. It's very important. Let's see what the Prophet ﷺ said. Khabbab ibn Arat, he said, we complained to the Messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala while he was laying on his couch, on his, there's a small couch under the shade of Kaaba. And we said to him, shouldn't you be invoking Allah to support us? Shouldn't you be supplicating Allah for us? Then the Prophet ﷺ said, the man among those who preceded you used to be brought, and a spot of the earth used to be digged for him. Then he will be put inside this hole. And the soul will be brought. So, the soul. So, it will be put on his head, cutting him into pieces. This had never prevented him from being strengthened on his faith. This had never turned him away from his religion. Wallahi, Allah is going to accomplish this issue until the person will be traveling from Sana'a to Hadramaut, fearing no one except Allah, or the wolf against his sheep. That's the second kind of fear. That means they're going to be a great peace when Islam will be spread. وَلَكِنَّكُمْ, look at the words, the two words written in red line. وَلَكِنَّكُمْ تَسْتَعْجِلُونَ, but you are hastening the matter. Be patient. There are two important elements in achieving your goal. As-sabr and al-yaqeen. As Ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah said, بِالصَّبْرِ وَالْيَقِينِ تُنَالُ الْإِمَامَةُ فِي الدِّينِ. I'll write it in Arabic. بِالصَّبْرِ وَالْيَقِينِ تُنَالُ الْإِمَامَةُ فِي الدِّينِ. You got it? By patience and trust, extreme trusting, confidence, perseverance, and confidence are the two elements of achieving leadership in terms of religion. You want to be, what do you mean by leader? To be president? No, I mean leader in guidance, to be a model for others. As the prophets used to be asking Allah, oh Allah, let us be leaders. Are they asking to be presidents? To be kings? No, to be leaders in guidance and faith. So people will be saying, just like I quoted Ibrahim ﷺ, just like I'm quoting the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, when those people become leaders and models of faith, they will be rewarded in every single aspect they taught the people. As long as people quote what Ibrahim said, Ibrahim in his grave will be more rewarded. Alayhi. And likewise all the other prophets. So seriousness and devoting is also very important. You have to be serious. Do you know that the person's seal of life, the person will be sealed by the average, by the rate, by the kind of seriousness that he is to be dealing with. If you are not serious, it will be sealed. This unseriousness will be your seal the moment you die. So be serious. Think at the end of the day, did I serve Islam today? What did I do to Islam? Did I serve Islam? Look, Allah doesn't need you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, O you who have believed, Man yartadda minkum an deenih, whoever among you will back off his faith, his religion, فَسَوْفَ يَأْتِ اللَّهُ بِقَوْمٍ, then Allah will be bringing other kinds of people. يُحِبُّهُمْ وَيُحِبُّونَ, He loves them and they do love Him. أَذِلَّةٍ عَلَى الْمُؤْمِنِينَ, humble towards the believers. أَعِزَّةٍ عَلَى الْكَافِرِينَ. How do you say أَعِزَّةٍ in English? Huh? Stern. Hard. Stern. Hard against the disbelievers. Because when you fight the disbelievers, you have to be hard. يُجَاهِدُونَ فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ, they strive for the sake of Allah. وَلَا يَخَافُونَ لَوْمَةَ لَائِمٍ, and they fear no blame that comes from anyone who may blame them. They don't care about any blame. If you don't do that, don't worry. Allah will take you away from this life and He will be substituting you with other people who will do the job. So you should be striving in having the honor of serving His religion. You have to do that. So seriousness and